Yeah, WaifuWarriors are just joining up now.
Sweet. Fashionably late, as usual.
Helado. Helado. HDL. My dog. Shut up. Discuss. And
There should be a busier stream for you just because it's WaifuWarriors.
yeah, WaifuWarriors have a lot of hype. Like both Nexus and Bane, while they are good teams, they have no hype surrounding them. Mostly it's like, yeah, that's my friend, so I just get on and support him. That's my
Yeah.
guy that's always on Discord, and we keep chatting and
Subs.
chatting. Yeah.
It's yeah, like it's something that I think will increase though, just due to the competitiveness more than anything else.
I had this freaking cough for like a week now. Okay, yeah, I'm on air, so we're just gonna send you the link right now.
Okay.
Okay, so we are with. I didn't get the. Oh, there we are. Week 3, day 3. WaifuWarriors versus Crown.
Clown
I'm so,
gaming.
so sorry. I just
Let's go.
kind of got. Get out of there. Okay, so now. Okay, get through this cast and then walk the dog so he does not shit in the house.
Don't worry about send me the link, by the way, I've got it.
Oh great. I was about to press send.
No, that's fine, you're in my subs.
Okay, so just post it so we can get people in before the game begins. WaifuWarriors seem
Yeah.
to be taking it one step at a time. Like a player joins every 3 minutes.
Well, the game starts in 5 minutes. I hope they're aware.
Yeah.
The WaifuWarriors logo is kind of growing on me a wee bit.
Is that like the rainbow type one with the W?
Yeah. I'm gonna post this in the community Discord too. Give me a sec.
I never got why community votes stopped happening. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, it's because like it was me who did that, and I was just away, and yeah, but it's all good.
Okay, people are coming in now. I'd like to welcome everyone to the stream. We are here for the second game of week 3, day 3. It's gonna be a clash between Crown Gaming and WaifuWarriors. WaifuWarriors looking for the second win of the season, while Crown Gaming are looking to climb up even higher in the table. I'd like to see everybody's predictions in the chat before we start. My prediction for this, I'll have to go Crown Gaming. They've been looking really strong for the past 2 games. Obviously, they got a win on their opening game, and then they had a draw with the Bane. Now into their third game.
Yeah, like I would say both teams are kind of the same story. Like they've both had relatively close games, if not draws, against different opponents as well. So
Okay,
obviously,
and we are about to go underway here. Waiting for everybody just to tick in, confirm that they're ready. Should I wait for everyone to confirm that they're ready, or should I just start the game?
Well, the game starts at 7:45, so you got 3 minutes. Might
Okay,
as
they
well
got
wait.
4 minutes. Yep.
We can wait until, and then if they haven't readied up by then, we just start. Feel free to go into game chat if you want to talk to them beforehand.
Okay, so still waiting for WaifuWarriors to have the actual luxury of saying they're ready for the next 3 minutes before that's stripped away.
Here we go. Who have we got in the chat so far? The Chalk. Usually here.
Hey, can everyone please confirm that they're ready so the game can begin? Just one said, everyone just tick in, say that they're ready. But my prediction for this game, as I said, it's gonna be Crown Gaming. They've been looking very strong and have very strong roster. Has been together for quite some time, even before qualifiers. While WaifuWarriors, I think they had some changes from qualifiers. They didn't go to qualifiers, of course, since they were season 1 finalists. But since season 1 finalists to now, I think they have had a few changes. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, they've had a few. So like, it's worth noting that for anyone who was here during season 1, this is kind of like the love child of the old IGO roster. The main consistent throughout, going from IGO to WaifuWarriors is Sky Ivan. Sky's been here since the start of the collective. He's been on both teams in that same role. Jinky's been around as well on both teams. Kind of joined the late season 1, so obviously did not play in the qualified either. Webby's also been a mainstay as well. Yaris, I'm not actually sure where Journey came from, but Yaris was actually on the Solaris roster that went through qualifiers. They got a top 4 finish in the double elimination bracket, so he's got a lot of hours under his belt. And then of course we've got other players in WaifuWarriors who aren't competing today, such as Shamrock, who
Also
again,
was
did not go
Zygo.
through the qualifiers. Yeah, he was like end of season 1. Same with Jinky, they both kind of came in around the same time. So things were different back then in terms of like rosters and who were playing with what. But they've, it's within the same circle of players, so they all know each other very well. Chemistry should be pretty decent by week 3, I'd imagine. So I wouldn't underestimate this team. They've got some firepower on their team. The only thing that kind of worries me about them is the consistency of in-game leadership. But I'm sure they've gone away and practiced all of that.
Okay, and we're about to get the game underway since they did not confirm that they're ready, but we have no other time. We're going to be running late on schedule for later games since there is one more game that's going to be casted today to wrap up day 3 of week 3. But before we get into that, we're going to have to get through this game. It is on Villa, with WaifuWarriors starting on defense since they are the home team for the first half of the season against Crown Gaming. Everyone who doesn't know how this works, basically there are 2 matchups between each pair of teams, and one team is home team at one and the other at the other. So home team gets to pick a side and ban first map. Getting into the bans though, it is going to be the Jackal ban. Totally coincidentally, we had a game between Nexus and Bane on the previous game where Jackal was so heavily utilized. I think we did not go a single round. Yep, we did not go a single round without Jackal being picked by either one of the teams. Shyvana also banned. Going into the defensive bans. Gonna see the Mura also banned in the previous game that was on Villa.
Yeah, like so. Crown have played on Villa. Obviously, they played that in week 1 against God-Given Talent, which they won 7-3. It was 3-3 at the half as well. So, sorry, it was 7-4 rather. They won. So, yeah, they kind of picked up in the second half, but had a trying first half. Let's say. Are they starting defense for this game? Sorry.
Like also being the last ban, obviously one of the most crucial planned now operators of the game gone. We're still waiting for some predictions in the chat. Please, people, get your predictions in. We'd love to review them and give our opinions on them. James was so close to his prediction on the last game. He said a 7-3 was the scoreline for Nexus and it ended up a 7-2. So James, want to see if you're gonna get it right this time. As we're going to be moving into the first round, it's going to be trophy and statuary. The objective that also seemed to be the go-to objective for the previous two teams. And we're going to be seeing the Valkyrie, Jaeger, Smoke, Pulse, and Meister coming for defense. And we're going to be seeing a Lion, interestingly enough, 6th pick by a Blitz, maybe trying to get the defenders a bit anxious, since Blitz is a very important operator when pushing, if he is on your team. Also, there is the IQ, who also had a very big pick rate on the last game between Bane and Nexus that was on Villa. And at the hard-reaching role, there is Thermite, who also has Diffuser alongside the Thatcher. Even though there is no Bandit brought by the opposing team, Thatcher is going to be very useful to get rid of the Meister camps. Also, IQ could fairly quickly shut down that pause, as the picks of the attack seem to be perfect to counter the defenders, who have two operators that are heavily countered by IQ, Valkyrie, and the pause. We're going to be seeing a setup here, kind of heavily to hold into Astronomy Room, which is an important room for this objective. Paul's taking his position below as we expected he would. Valkyrie is also there with him, so some heavy roam game on the bottom floor. Tiger is going to be moving into the bottom floor first. That's going to be an IQ coming in from a drone coming in from the IQ. As Thermite and Sledge rappel onto the master bedroom balcony, while the Lion has gone from the other side. IQ is going to be trying to move in. I think she knows that the pulse is there, and the pulse definitely knows that the IQ is there. She could just use her gadget to detect him. Drone is not going to be coming out from Crown Gaming to try and spot the attackers on the top floor. IQ seeming very reluctant to push into this pulse, and pulse is wasting quite some time here. IQ finally going to be entering onto Dining Hall. Pulse right there, misses that Nitro, gets a kill onto the Nitro right before he dies, so great play there by the Pulse. Valkyrie going to be peeking into the IQ as well. Meanwhile, the defenders get 2 picks onto 3 picks on Thermite and Thatcher, and that's now a 2v4 in favor of WaifuWarriors. Valkyrie very low in HP, had to retreat from that bottom floor in order not to get killed. Sledge and IQ are now the only ones left, and they're on opposite sides of the map. Great kill there by PLZ. We did see he's kind of a nade expert on Villa on his on the opening day game against GGT, I think it was. Also made the highlights of our Instagram account. He's gonna be joining out Jaeger, who is in Astronomy Room. Jaeger gonna be getting a chill to the Sledge though. Great shot there by Yaris. Jinky gonna be moving outside master bedroom. They probably know that the IQ is right in there. IQ though does not seem to have an idea where the rest of the defenders are. Does know that the Valkyrie is there since she got shot by there. I'm not sure if she knew she was behind the door because she picked in next to the statue, and she got killed eventually. So that's the first round done for this game. Win of the round for WaifuWarriors after a great hold. Crucial Nitro kill there by the Pulse. Maybe the IQ could have done better in clearing the Pulse faster. But what do you think of the roam team hold for WaifuWarriors?
I mean, like, I think the key kill there was definitely the C4 kill, because I mean that's your Thermite down, first death on the board. Obviously, as you can see by the setup, they were looking to get that master control. So with the Thermite dying so early, that was obviously a huge thorn in their foot for that plan. They had to readjust very quickly, but by that point, there was just kills happening all over the place. And by the time it got, you know, everything kind of settled down, it was a 2v4 for Crown already. So yeah, they tried what they could to try and recoup some of the numbers, but yeah, ultimately it was all just down to that first go, really. Like that Thermite dies, and that's it. You know, whether it's just good position by the Pulse or the IQ need to be there a little bit quicker, maybe some more efficient droning, we're not sure. But yeah, huge kill, especially since he died a split second later as well. That was very, very clutch. Just have a, like, while this match has been going on, you can have a look at previous games. So, obviously we saw Villa, Villa, like, literally about half an hour ago, so lucky you. But Crown have also, like you mentioned earlier, have been here in week 1 for the second time in 3 weeks they've been to Villa. So WaifuWarriors will have the VOD advantage, and WaifuWarriors actually decided to go on to defense first, which is interesting for me since Crown currently have an 80% win rate with attack. So they elected to give Crown the arguably the more comfortable side on this particular map with recent results. And to go into defense first, so we'll have to see how that works out for them. Because if we go by the numbers, we should expect to see the second half be a little bit closer. But you know, that's just the numbers. GGT are a different team to WaifuWarriors, and this is also a different lineup that we've seen so far this season as well from WaifuWarriors. So there'll be a few subtle changes there too.
Yeah, they seem to be very flexible with their subs. They were obviously able to win DF6 7-5 on border with 3 subs. We have some predictions in the chat. First one comes from Choki. He said that WaifuWarriors are going to be winning 7-3. Meanwhile, Memburi predicted a 7-0 win for Crown Gaming. Both of them very interesting predictions. I wouldn't go as far to say as 7-0 for Crown Gaming, but definitely that's not going to be happening now.
Men's lost his money already.
Yeah, he's already lost. But
send the PayPal.
I'm gonna stick with my Crown Gaming win prediction.
Yeah, I mean, all I'm gonna say is that I think it's gonna be a lot closer than people think.
Yeah, obviously. Started out pretty nice. Defender's gonna be defending Aviation Games Room. Meanwhile, they have Brother Smoke, and the Maestro, so that's some plan. Now again, the Paul is gonna be playing from below. IQ will wanna try and do a better job of shutting him down this time. She's also on the bottom floor alongside with 3 members of Crown Gaming. Paul's gonna be rotating up through Astronomy now. Twitch is right there. He could get killed here. Oh, and he's not aware of that Twitch being there. I think he scanned her from below, but Twitch just knew he was coming and had the set angle. Great kill there by Mag. Great game awareness. Mag is gonna be moving in to open the games room wall from study. Attackers are not gonna be moving on to their final execution on top floor. Defenders are setting up with their picks here. They don't want to get too aggressive and lose players. As I say, that refresher gets killed by Webix, and a beautiful shot there by Bilzy. Cleans off Yaris. Maestro is down and then later killed by Dead. The fusion was going down, stopped for some reason. Only the Valkyrie left now to clutch this out, and she's on bottom floor. She's very far away from the objective. The diffuser are going to be going down comfortably by the Thermite. I think the Valkyrie was down there to try and use her Nitro, but she still miraculously has her Nitro, did not use it at all. And now just going back to the objective is gonna eat up most of her time, and she just not look like she plans to and kind of retake.
Yeah, Sky's probably just gonna like hide somewhere. They're gonna be talking over the strats for the next round probably.
Safe is KD. It's gonna be 5v1. Most of the attackers have almost perfect health. So yeah, not something he can do now. He officially cannot do nothing since there's not enough time to defuse. And yeah, it's gonna be a 1-1 draw right now for nobody. It's gonna be 1-1. Yeah, but
yeah, like I mean,
Thermite there, overconfident that there's not gonna be any retake.
Well, Sky's he's very vocal out of game. I'm not sure how he is in game. I know he's not the most in-game. He did have the most in-game leader qualifications, in my opinion. But he's certainly vocal enough to kind of sit down and be like, right, how are we going to fix this? Obviously, it looks like they're going. No, they're going kitchen dining this time. Look for a second like they were going back to games. In which case, he would have been talking about how to adapt it. We're going to be going down to kitchen. The castle, for me, is somewhat expected. Webby seems to be staying on that smoke, and we've still got the pulse as well. And something I've been seeing quite a lot recently is, I don't know if you've been seeing it too, or if it came up in the last game, but a pulse down the basement. Although I'm a little bit delayed and it's actually 6-pick to a bandit, so... But yeah, have you seen much of the pulse down the basement at all? Because it's something I've kind of seen just kind of creep up the woodwork a little bit.
Oh, I haven't seen much of Villa gameplay in collective until now. I think this is the second match I have casted on Villa for collective. The first one being the GGT game in Villa on qualifiers when they played with 4 players, and definitely is a very interesting map. It has a lot of potential for roamers because it's so big, and attackers have to be very coordinated, just throwing out those roamers and force them out of their position. Something we saw from Nexus last round, and arguably why they totally dominated the first half of gameplay.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and
Attackers this time going to be bringing Nomad, no Thatcher. There's going to be Thermite as well as the Hard Breacher. Same lineup from WaifuWarriors, opting to not go for the pulse a third time. Obviously, since they are on bottom floor as well now. Now it's going to be very useful. Could be useful still because attackers could be going for that master bedroom push to get vertical holes in. And WaifuWarriors seem quite invested in defending statuary and trophy room, not giving up a bedroom so easily. Great shot there by Junie, gonna get a kill onto Glenn. That's Nomad gone before she can use any of her gadget. Great kill there by Junie. They definitely know now that they're there. Jaeger also placed into astronomy room. Gonna have a sight of anybody trying to push through bathroom. 3 people at this moment are on top floor for WaifuWarriors. Billsy has entered master bedroom. There seems to be a bit of a rumble on red stairs at the moment. Defenders could be regrouping to push bottom floor since they realize that bottom floor has very few people guarding it. So it could be a great round here of adaptability by Crown Gaming. Finally gonna be peeking into Billsy, that's a sledge. Gonna be getting a kill to him, not best of options maybe. Instead, now it's going to be pushing down the smoke. Meanwhile, the vertical holes for Billsy are going to start coming in. Great shot there by the Maestro, going to be cutting Dead's push. Yar is not going to be pushing Billsy, even though he is there to try and stop those vertical holes from happening. $40 left here, and this round could still go anyway. It's a 43 advantage, but they have the vertical holes, and the roamers, I'm not sure exactly if they're going to be pushing into Billsy at some point to try and stop him from covering the plant. Billsy is going to be pushing into the objective. Smoke's going to be caught completely off guard. That's now even man advantage. Billsy could get flanked by the Jaeger at any given moment. Meanwhile, I think Castle has rotated back downstairs, trying to help his teammates to hold side. The way the Jaeger plays could be huge here for his team. Plant was going to be going down by the Thermite, but eventually got killed off. Another kill by Skyvan puts us into a 3v1, and final kill by Skyvan onto Mac makes this a 2-1 lead for WaifuWarriors. Beautiful round there, beautiful hold defensively upstairs, and I'm not sure how. I mean, at the moment it was a very tough call to rotate the entire push from master bedroom onto bottom floor just because they only had 2 people guarding the entire objective. But how do you think that played off?
Yeah, I just felt like towards the end of the round, Crown was suffering from like a lack of info, it seems, because I mean, if they knew where the players were, it seems odd to me that they would hold those angles in that way and play that slow. It's almost like they seem to be playing for the picks. And then obviously to work around the plan without really kind of having any knowledge of where those players were. And obviously with the Nomad getting dropped quite early, that was some of the air jabs off the ball, so none of those would have been available. It was the Claymores in play, I believe, so they were playing off of basically no info. And going Crown a bit closer than other teams, like I know that they know how to attack that site, so I feel like, yeah, they just didn't have the info for whatever reason. Maybe they just had no drones, no time or whatever, and it just ended up wasting their own time in the end. And yeah, it was a beautiful collapse there. The Jaeger in the end didn't have to do anything, but he was on his way. Sky picking up 2 in the end, and Jinky, I think he got a double kill in the round as well.
Yeah,
So,
Jinky also played pretty good.
very good player, Jinky, by the way. I've worked with him in the past, rate him very highly. He brings a lot of tangibles to the game as well.
Castle also getting the
and
final double
intangibles.
kill. Pretty crucial for his team. We're seeing Legion come out for WaifuWarriors this round though. Crown Gaming gonna be keeping a steady lineup. They're gonna be putting that line back in. Obviously, I think they just dropped.
Yeah, they've kind of been like messing around.
Yeah, they
with-
dropped IQ and they picked up Lion on their lineup. Both of them are very useful on this map. Lion, obviously, universally useful operator. More or less now than when he was released. He was much more powerful than he is now, but still a very useful operator to use.
Well, at least he's not banned. We'll say that much.
Yeah, it was the first time that ESL had to ban operator from being selected in games. It was that bad. But now he's been reworked and he's still a pretty strong operator, pretty much at the point he should be. And if you're arguing that his gadget is going against the Rainbow Six Siege learning curve, I'd say. But it is what it is, and he's a nice operator to use. Push gonna be on master bedroom again this time. Pulse is right on closet, gonna get spotted out. He's with that shotgun, so he's anticipating those close quarters engagement. As Bozy will try and bait him out, break the window while he goes for the bathroom. Yeah, Paul's gonna know that. Not Twitch. Nomad is also upstairs on that balcony. Both of them are gonna try to push the Pulse out. Grenades by Bozy are gonna come out. Paul's gonna be getting a kill onto the Thermite. Grenade kill by Bozy on Junie. That's his second grenade kill of the game. And third on Villa. I think in like 3 opening days. The 3 matches they have played, he's had 3 grenade kills on Villa. It is quite an impressive record.
Yeah, I actually count 6 in total. He got quite a few the first time round, so.
Oops. And attackers now have full control of master bedroom, but no Thermite to open the wall, so they are going to be forced to push through bathroom. Buzz getting a beautiful double kill onto Yaris and Jinky there, punching essentially the push through astronomy. And I'm not sure what Skyman is doing in aviation room at the point. Well, he's going to be rotating back to side now and try and help his team. He's going to be getting killed by Mac though. Meanwhile, Glenn got a kill onto Webigs. And this is going to be tying the game out 2-2 again.
Yeah, I mean, like that. I'm really like, what do you think of this this pulse play here by Ginny? Because I mean, obviously, he was very instrumental in the first round on that same site where he got the kill onto Refresher with the UMP C4. But this time, he went pulse again, same site, but he completely changed up his positioning, changed out his loadout. He still managed to get Refresher as the first kill as well. To me, that's some really good individual play, some good knowledge of that operator, and obviously the site itself. Really, really good. Really impressed.
Yeah, obviously Pulse came in prepared to just hold the closet down to death, and he had the shotgun to do it. And the best option I think there for Crown would have been just watch door so he doesn't get out, and let Billsy grenade him out of closet, and eventually he would have to push. But Refresher obviously stayed close, and even though there was a lion and Pulse was stuck right in front of that window, he did not get killed. He got the kill instead. Later got refragged by Billsy, completely, literally refragged. But yeah, Billsy with some impressive grenade kills in Villa.
To touch on the Pulse again, that's the second time where he's gotten a kill and just gotten traded as well, so he's not prepared to put his life in the line. I think the line was a great adjustment as well, but of course, you know, like I mentioned, the Pulse was downstairs. You can see Mac's intention though, going through laundry with that line scanner and searching for him, and perhaps for a short while before he was detected in that closet, they probably assumed that he was down there somewhere in a corner. So And that's a lot of surprise, but like you say, Billsy more capable to throw a grenade on this particular map. And he picks up his second grenade kill, which is pretty awesome. They're going to be going back to this site though. We're going to be interested to see what the Pulse does this time. It does look like he's going back to his default, if we could call it that, setup underneath the site.
Yeah, obviously
Maybe
Paul's
we'll
gonna
see
be
a
going down again. He's gonna have the shotgun again, so he's gonna want to stay under a pretty close quarters room to try and get the advantage, the full advantage of that shotgun, which can be pretty damn useful. If he do that, he's right, but he's not gonna have the chance because great kill there by Mac, who just caught him off guard. He did not scan Mac, was pretty close doing it, but did not. And Mac just picks into the door and kills him pretty easily. Now the attackers are going to be focusing their full powers onto the master bedroom push, but now they have an even more devastating shotgun to face inside master bedrooms. And yeah, for that's Billsy just doing his thing again. Even though they did place I think it was 2 or 3 ADSs inside that closet, they burned everything with the flashbangs, and Ella got killed. So far it's definitely been a very good round for Crown Gaming, and a lack of coordination maybe for WaifuWarriors. S-Line is going to be pushing through. Oh, what a kill right through the flashbang. Great kill there by Yaris. I must say that the line should have sealed off that kill. Thermite going to be eventually, for the first time in 4 rounds of pushing master bedroom, he's going to be opening that wall. Nomad gonna be peeking with that pocket DMR that is the 44 mag semi-auto. Yari's gonna be getting a kill onto dead. That's Zofia gone. Yari's gonna be holding astronomy with his life. Sledge is right inside bathroom with that SMG ready to spray if Yaris tries to peek him. Glenn gonna be moving it into that Jaeger. He's changed position pretty smart because he got spotted by the drone. Great shot there by Glenn, gets the kill onto Yaris. Meanwhile, Thermite tries to push into that smoke. Bad idea because the smoke has the shotgun and kills off Refresher. Meanwhile, Jinky gets a kill onto Glenn, and Sol now down to Billsy. Knocks down the Maestro. He did see the smoke but was not able to shoot him. Gonna be moving in now. He has to have the right coordination here by his team in order to make this work. He's gonna try and go for the grenade. This could work here. I'm not sure how the smoke did not die. Oh, that was very close there, because I think the grenade just missed off the how can I say this? The white curving ceiling of the balcony. That's what I'll call it. He just missed that, and it just went off of smoke, so that could have gone either way there. Again, proving that this is a very close game, as Drew said. So Drew, what do you think of the master bedroom push once again? Do you think that maybe this is switch something up because they're starting to get predictable, or do you think that maybe WaifuWarriors should do a better job at defending this?
I mean, I think the master bedroom take is definitely the most favored take. If you were to just to look at this site objectively, it's the easiest way to approach this site. Pushing the site without kind of paying any sort of attention to master or bathroom for that matter is a little bit ridiculous, and it kind of relies on a bit of a surprise element. And especially when you've got the likes of a pulse downstairs, it's just not really something that you can really pull off that effectively. So I kind of feel like Crown's hand is a little bit forced here in terms of how they attack this site. This time they did have the Thermite actually being able to do their job and getting the wall open. It didn't really make too much of a difference though, as you know, once again the early damage was done well, and you know, albeit Billsy getting another kind of kill onto that player into closet with a grenade, everything just kind of fell apart afterwards. And I feel like there was a few kills that, like that Yaris kill through the flash, that was unbelievable, especially since he got away with there's no health as well. That's definitely one that they'll look back on as in real time. They're probably like, how the hell did he get that kill on me? He was flashed, and when they look back at the VOD, they'll realize.
That was great by Yaris. And
if that one kill goes the other way, like, you never know.
I have to say that Crown should have won that game because that round. Keep confusing it. And because they had gotten the boss that was below, also the ally with the shotgun that was holding down closet, and then there was only the defenders, the Jaeger inside astronomy, and the two defenders on trophy and statuary, and they also had the thermite to open up uh, statuary wall. So maybe they should have switched up their picks, maybe drawn better, giving out better callouts. Meanwhile, Max is gonna be getting the first kill of the round. Is gonna be on the mute. Mac getting the first kill of the round again, did it in the previous round with Pulse. Tiger's now going to be moving into balcony outside study. There is the clash there. Going to be very interesting to see how the clash changes the dynamics. She's going to get droned out. Could get grenaded by Billsy. She could get pushed with the lion. Gonna get Thatchered though. Or no, yeah, she did get Thatchered. So she cannot push with her ability and gadget. She's gonna get some damage from that shield, from the grenade, but Dead's gonna be circling in right behind her and killing her off. Mice come there, has cut off 1/4 of Dead's life. Refresher gonna be opening up. It's muted though. It is muted, and I'm not sure if the Thatcher has any more EMP grenades. He has one, but he has to survive first. Mice are there to try and kill him off. Mice are gonna get into a gunfight with the Thermite. Thermite not gone. Lion also gone, while Dead did manage to get Jinky before he gets killed by Yaris. So now the Thermite is gone, leaving only the Thatcher, Sledge, and Twitch to clutch this round out. He did not manage to open any walls, which is I think it's kind of a bad coordination between the Thatcher and the Thermite if we're not moving in at the same time as Thermite. Dog's gonna be involved now, gonna kill off the Thatcher. Meanwhile, Yaris is pretty low in health and defending gold as well, so both the remaining defenders are involved. Diffuser going down by Billsy. Defenders do hear it. Yaris runs out, thought he was behind the vault door, and a beautiful double kill there. A beautiful kill there by Billsy in the end, seals off the round. I thought he got the kill onto the Jaeger too, but apparently Mac got it. So it's gonna be now a 3-3. Again, we're moving in. Crown Gaming are just tying right after every round WaifuWarriors win.
Yeah, that was an interesting round there. Like, I see what you're saying about like the pacing between the Thatcher and the Sim. I feel like it was fine to get the initial wall open. But yeah, like after that rotate, Glimmer's just kind of caught in like a spot where he couldn't really, support. I guess he was on the drone, so I guess was his role. He was just kind of holding angles into the actual objective itself. But a lot of dilly-dallying around 90 close to. It traded out in the end. Some very crucial kills there around study and at the top of red stair, so they were able to keep that 3-2 advantage, and a nice little off angle as well by Sky in that hunting vlog to bring it down to a 2v2. But yeah, although the health advantage with the Dark on the table was in the favour of WaifuWarriors, I feel like the positioning advantage of Billsy and Mac was just a bit too strong in that situation there, with both players trapped in hunting, and it seemed very much like it was no, and they were both in there too. So yeah, they just played the percentages and the angles and forced to play out Jaeger, and obviously he gets wrong. And
I'm not sure why Jaeger just rushed out and pre-fired on behind the vault door. The sound cue could have glitched with defenders, but normally this is a clear sound cue coming from behind the bar, and poor game awareness there by the Jaeger to not understand where's the plan was going down.
I certainly had the poor game awareness, or just a bad call, I assume as well. That could have been the case as well. There are like plenty of cameras on board on that team, so perhaps it was just a bit of miscommunication too. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but either way, it was a very routine kill there by Billsy, and then
they're going to be opening up the kill count with a kill on the Skyvan. That's now Buck gone. Crown Gaming have gotten the opening kill of the round for the past 3 rounds. Interesting little fact.
Yeah, it's definitely a big improvement after the pulses stopped terrorizing them.
Yeah, They're gonna be playing into Statuary now, but they have Crown Gaming having Monty to push, which was banned in the previous game, so we'll have to see how he's utilized in this game. I think Monty could be a big part of pushing top floor, and generally pushing most floors in most maps. But there are some maps that just have a lot of ability for you to flank Monty. Monty gonna be nailing a shot onto the Jaeger through the wall. He kind of gets overly aggressive though, and could pay the price for it. They're gonna be getting the second kill off his shot onto Jinky, but gonna be running into that IQ unfortunately and getting killed. Meanwhile, Mac from below with that nitro onto the Monty. Monty's gone now. Great kill there by the Valkyrie. 4v2 advantage now for Crown Gaming as they are holding Kitchen. Interesting interesting pick to go first to Kitchen and avoid Statuary and Trophy Room. Does seem to pay off for them as they did kind of throw off the Tigers. Tigers have no way of opening any vertical holes to try and pressure the defenders out of their positions. They only have the thermite, and they might try and go to open the wall on the back stairs to push defenders out of the but it's muted and there's nothing they can do about it. Maybe, the IQ maybe can't go from above and shoot it. I'm not sure if that floor over there is shootable. Ooh, great kill there by Glenn, who picks in with his shotgun and just eliminates Weibix. And the Bulls are gonna finishing off the round with a kill onto Yaris. And I think that's the first time in this game that Crown Gaming have taken the lead. Yeah, this must be the first time in this game that Crown Gaming have taken the lead.
Did indeed, yes. They've drawn up, they've sewn up a couple of times, even Burton, but they've not taken the lead so far. And yeah, like I think it's quite clear to see as well from recent games that that is a site they do like to go to first as well. It's not the default site to go to first, so perhaps there were some operator choices that would have gone otherwise. Like we normally see Monty used a lot to push AV8 games, and especially that 90 hallway is extremely powerful. So perhaps the Monty wouldn't have been bought if that was the site that they were intending to attack. But we'll see what adjustments are being made. There was a nice bit of irony that Journey got killed from a C4 from below after his efforts from the first 6 rounds. It looks like he's on a glass now. Waiting for everything to catch
Interesting over here as Villa is mostly a close quarters map except for the
Agreed,
except for the master bedroom and the study balcony, which seems to be master bedroom is gonna be in play here. But again, that Monty push did not really throw them off at all because they had to take the top floor again. They had to take master bedroom once again since it would be crucial for them to open up vertical holes to push defenders out.
Are you able to show the scoreboard? We've got someone in chat asking.
Yeah, I showed it before as well. In the round I saw the comment in the chat. Billsy does seem to be top fragging here with 11 kills, with Dead and Mac also having 6 kills apiece. And on WaifuWarriors side, they seem to have a pretty even scoreboard with nobody really standing out, which is always nice to see from a team that they push as a group. Even though there are some teams that just have people who drone for the fraggers to enter, and there are some teams like WaifuWarriors who enter as a group and get their kills as a group.
Yeah, it has been very even. Obviously, like the 2 standouts there being Refresher with the lone breadstick. And normally it's kind of like, you know, if you watch Crown play, that's normally a scoreboard you expect to see in terms of Refresher's low count. He's normally the one on the drone. Today he's kind of been the one dying to C4s, but the support play is definitely going to be present.
There's a Nitrosol somewhere. You just heard it. I'm not sure where that is. Target's taking it slow here, droning themselves in. They're gonna be pushing a master bedroom, obviously. There are no other ways to push this side. There are no windows into trophy room. Pushing out from 9th corridor is kind of a suicide sometimes, and they're pushing from astronomy stairs is an even harder task. So yeah, master bedroom seems to be the option that teams zero into. Bandit's gonna be giving Thermite a hard time and bandaging here as the Buck's gonna try and solve that problem with a grenade. Mac's gonna be getting a kill onto Yaris, and that's now 5v3 advantage for WaifuWarriors, for Crown Gaming. I'm sorry.
Clown gaming.
I didn't mean that.
No, that's hilarious.
Thermite has been unsuccessful in opening up this wall, has already burned one of his exothermic charges. He's gonna go for it finally with 1 minute left. The WaifuWarriors team has to make something happen here. Refresh is gonna get a kill onto Jinky as Smoke zeroes in with his shotgun and might try and pick the Thermite, get too aggressive maybe. Webbeck's gonna be getting a kill onto Billsy. That's Dog gone. Meanwhile, Thermite is getting shot at from below, I think, from the Valkyrie. Pretty interesting there. There's the Night or so. Buck gonna be pushing there. Shotgun versus shotgun battle is gonna go to the Buck. I'm not sure how the Jaeger got that kill because it did not appear like he was peeking, but Thermite now the only guy left.
10 seconds to go.
And Crown Gaming gonna play this pretty smart, not push. Well, as I say that, Mac pushes in and Thermite had a pretty bad timing there and just got killed to seal this for a 5-3 advantage. First time we see a +2 round advantage in this game. WaifuWarriors definitely seem to be kind of lacking in the attack, and that master bedroom push seems to be kind of a choke point for them. They are not clearing the roamers that are on the ground floor. Though that Valkyrie is allowed to just play freely there, and was on the previous round when Monty just got killed off by that Nitro, and something that definitely has been causing damage to them.
Yeah, the Valkyrie's basically on standby for most of that round. The thing that kind of stuck out for me was the option to take the dock, because if you notice Mac's health right at the end of the round, he was effectively one shot, and about halfway through the round he got at least 2 of those dock stim pistols. So Mac has a lot of damage done to him, but he did not die, so they got full use out of that dock that round, which was obviously very important since he was able to get get his first kill of the round, come back, regain some health, and then get the second one later in the round without dying. And had those stims not been on the boards, you could argue that he would be dead. So yeah, just it's not really. It's just a good talking point in terms of operator choice there. It definitely paid off, and that's obviously been factored in with this time Dead taken on the dock. And it looks like they're not going to bother with the Valkyrie this time, so perhaps they're going for more horizontal hold rather than up and down. Probably identifying that there is a lack of roam clearing going on, so electing to put more pressure on site instead to kind of help the younger players. That would be my guess anyway.
There is the castle though. He's gonna be castling off. I think that was pretty interesting place to use your castle. It is a 90 corridor. One is on the 90 corridor door, even though that when you push statue and trophy room, you rarely push from inside that door. You sometimes push either from master bedroom or from the south door of trophy room. But it is interesting. Smoke has an interesting angle here. Could throw some smokes to deny the study enter.
Interesting how so like if you look at the recent patch notes, Smoke's going to be losing his impact grenades in place of one of those new deployable shields. Which is interesting to me since Castle and Smoke seem to be the first 2 operators that come to mind when it comes to impact tricking. Smoke's obviously not going to be able to do that once his impacts are not there. So
a lot of Smoke mains though tend to use the barbed wire since they already have the shotgun to open up vertical holes, so a lot of Smokes opt to not bring the impacts just for the impact tricking.
Bomb located by attackers.
Well, the Kaed also has impacts available to him too, and I know he's getting some changes to his loadout, but I can't remember if impacts was on there too. But yeah, it's an interesting point since I certainly see a lot of smoke impact users on this particular map.
Oh, meanwhile, Mac's gonna be getting killed on the Yaris. Yaris should have really had Mac there. Mac had no idea Yaris was there. He was kind of caught off guard. Also, where Zophia's gonna get downed. He's gonna go for the stand up. Is she gonna get it? Yep, she is. I think she got down by the smoke, pre-firing through the smoke. Caps are gonna be playing with that LMG. Vault is open somehow. They did not reinforce that wall and they were able to open it. I'm not sure why you would do that, but it is what it is, and Jingy has the ability to control one of the rotation routes. Well, just smoke that ability. Thermite gonna be pushing it right into the aviation room. It's gonna be 4v3 advantage for WaifuWarriors, for Crown Gaming. Smoke gonna be going for that impact. Try and get that thermite probably. Kill on Zofia by Vilzi, kill onto Jinky by Mac. And yep, that's gonna be Glenn just finishing off the round with the shotgun kill onto Webby. So your take on that round? I think they totally collapsed after they entered the study. They were not able to thermite the wall and get the final execution on. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of hate to say it, but I kind of called it. And in terms of like the defense setup, they identified the lack of armor clear and just bunkered down on the site a little bit more. And as a result, there were just more guns pointing at WaifuWarriors once they pushed into study. And with that kind of lack of flexibility towards doing that, and I know that WaifuWarriors didn't have their main lineup, so they're probably not going for the most routine roam clear strats. But yeah, Crown certainly took advantage of this, and it becomes a little bit more clear to me now why WaifuWarriors would have decided to be on defense first to try and get a little bit more of a lead, take that defense advantage into their own hands, and see what they could do in attack. But against a setup like that, it just wasn't going to work. It relied too much on individual gunplay, and it just went the way of Crown Game in that round.
I totally agree with you. Anyways, though, Crown Gaming are going to be securing a point since they've won every single round since the halftime switch. They seem to be much more prepared for defense than they were for attack. While WaifuWarriors are on the exact opposite side. They lost every round since the halftime switch, and tech really does not seem to be suiting them. They have a difficulty entering on into the map, and Crown Gaming are playing they're playing excellently. The entry denial on master bedroom and on study balcony. They just they crowd the attackers into master bedroom or study, and they just kill them off. And attackers need to find a solution to this. I do not think that bringing the Monty 2 rounds ago was such a bad idea by WaifuWarriors. With just bad timing with that nitrous cell kill, bad luck maybe. We're gonna be seeing a kitchen defense now. There is no sledge. There's only the Zofia, except that there is only the Zofia in terms of breaking holes into the floor, and that's not gonna be an option since she's gonna be going downstairs. Meanwhile, 2 kills have secured onto Crown Gaming, and the Bills are gonna getting a kill on the Skyvent, and that's now 4v3 advantage for WaifuWarriors. Plan gonna be going down by Webix. You're gonna be getting Billsy 4v2 now. Kill by Juni onto Mac. 4v1 as Jaeger is almost gonna be killing off the Thermite. Dead gonna be killing Juni off. 1v3 now. Yaris is down. Let's see if Jaeger can make this work here, but nah, he's gonna be getting pinched by Jinky, who interestingly enough is using the AR-23. I think that's the name of this weapon.
The AR-33 this is actually my favorite weapon in the game. I really like the AR-33. It's obviously not as strong as the L8, but it's really nice to use. Really, really nice. It snaps.
It has a composed recoil.
Yeah, like it's one I like to.
And a cool ADS time. So it's kind
I
of
like
good.
to use it when I'm not playing seriously. I like playing a lot of Thatcher, and I think he's got a lot of versatility with his guns. If the AR-33 was a little bit stronger in terms of its damage, I'd be having that one for sure. But yeah, it's probably my favourite gun. It certainly plays into the more close quarters gameplay, which you mentioned earlier for this map. So I certainly don't hate the option to go into it, especially with like the particular strat they had there, which was more rush oriented. I don't want to say it was a direct rush, but like it was. The idea was definitely to get there very quickly. So perhaps having the AR-33, which is going to snap a little bit more into this ADS and is more suited for close quarter engagements, was a good choice there.
Well, yes, definitely paid off since he got a double kill there. Also got their first round on the attack since the halftime switch, maybe giving them some momentum to clutch 2 rounds and bring back a draw. Better than a loss at this point, since Crown Gaming have secured at least a point with 6 rounds won. This obviously for anyone who doesn't know, who's just joining us for the first time, there is no overtime in regular season games,
Seconds left before insertion.
so it's either a draw or a win.
Attacker's objective is to defend.
Yeah, and speaking of that, if anyone's confused why we're not on Twitch, we had a few tech issues. But the upshot is that we're here on the GRV's YouTube. I only see 4 people subscribed to this channel. So let's try and get that number up. There's 12 people in this chat, including me, to be fair. So yeah, let's try and get up subs. Let's try and get them up to 10 maybe, because GRV will be casting it a few more times this season. It's quite a lot for Collective already. Perhaps we can expect some more GRB YouTube content in the future, I'm not sure. But yeah, give him a sub. You'll need these VODs anyway. So, help the guy out. Show some support.
Thank you very much, you. I do not upload content very oftenly in my channel. I mostly use it for collective streams, but it would be good again for you to sub so you can see collective streams even if you missed the announcement on the server. You can still see the notification of the live stream going on and hop in for the game. Anyways, now on to the game. A minute has already passed and we've seen no kills. Skyvan is going to be closing into, I think that's... Yeah, I think that was Jaeger who rotated down and then now going back up. Bill is going to getting a kill onto Yaris, that's Zofia gone. 5v4 advantage now for Crown Gaming. Baby's going to be the lone gunner outside Master Bedroom. Dead getting another kill onto Skyvan. IQ gone. Twitch gonna be running into Dead. Dead gonna be doing great work there to not get killed. Did lose a good chunk of health, but stayed alive. Dead is absolutely on fire here, getting his 3rd kill off the round. Meanwhile, Jinky tries to bring it back with a kill onto Billsy, but Refresher is gonna be ending the game with a kill to Jinky, making this a 7-4 and 7-4 win for Crown Gaming, who totally went to the second half with the momentum all on them and smashed WaifuWarriors in what was up until then a pretty close game.
Yep, congratulations Crown. 7-4, and again, being the numbers guy, I have to bring it up. They played GGT, it was a 7-4 victory there. They took the first half went 3-3, much like this game, but they're on opposite sides, so for them, same result, improved defense. For WaifuWarriors, it was yet another close game. I think they were it was 7-3, I believe. The match that Grey GRE won.
Yeah, that was a 7-3 game
week, so.
at Coastline.
Yeah, so another tough game for them, who they certainly didn't have their full lineup. A reminder for everyone that the first roster change period is tomorrow. So not to link those two together at all, but if there are teams out there who are wishing to make a change, this is your first opportunity to do so. There's going to be a roster change every quarter, and if you refer to the rulebook, which is in the announcements category in the server, if you scroll up to the top, like the rulebook channel, you'll find it there. You'll see all the kind of the outlined rules in terms of rosters and whatnot. But yeah, I hope to see WaifuWarriors next week. If it escapes my mind who they're playing, but I'd like to see them with like a fully strong roster, because I believe that once they've got their full roster together, they could be a dominant force on their day for sure. I think they're a very underrated team.
Anyway, stay tuned in as we are not done for the day. Day 3 still has one more game, which is gonna be at 9 p.m. and that's gonna be Next B versus Crossfire. Next A already has a win today, so Next B gonna be trying to imitate that and win themselves. Stay tuned. That's gonna be in 20 minutes, and we'll be back for that. See you then.